What's up, guys? Welcome back to Empyrion, and in today's episode we are, well, back at the base for one, and for two we are going to actually, I think, pull this thing apart here, and we're going to build ourselves a proper attack vessel. So, first off, let's take out any fuel that I might have, which isn't a whole lot. 8, okay. And let's start tearing apart. Let's see here. All the components that we'd probably want to keep. So make sure this is on retrieve. Plasma cannon, definitely. Rocket launchers. Let's see here. Some more rockets. Nothing there. Thrusters we'll want. I just got to thinking that honestly this thing's not really worth keeping a hold of. This one is a lot more complicated. I feel like the small vessels are just a lot more complicated to rebuild than the actual capital vessels. Alright. Huh. That looked a little bit different than, well, they did come out with an update, so it probably came from that. Alright, so basically what I'm thinking is this vessel that I want to build, I'm thinking we'll probably actually use most of these blocks for it, and not sure. They changed the fuel tank models for the small vessel too. It's pretty cool. I'm a fan of when they change models. Change anything on these? No? Okay. Alright, so this part, the thing is, I just want to make sure I get all the components. I don't care about anything else particularly. I just want to make sure I have all the main stuff. Alright, fridge. Some of the stuff we'll probably toss into the deconstructor. Like, honestly, I don't think we're going to be needing a fridge. I mean, who knows? Just kind of empty out this here. Fuel tanks, fuel tanks, fuel tanks. I like the new fuel tank model a lot better. It just looks a little bit more detailed. Okay. In all honesty, this is probably one of the better How am I missing a multi-charge? I don't know, I might have to fly up to the capital vessel. Multi-charge. Oh no, I can make some. I did leave half of my materials here. So, I mean, I might eventually transport most of this up into the capital vessel, especially when we get ready to leave this planet for good. I mean, it's a good planet, but I mean, there's other stuff out there. Okay. I do want to keep some of this stuff. Okay. I was shooting at? Oh well, doesn't really matter. We got some more stuff. Oh, these are thrusters. Now we're just getting... Did we hit the core? Darn. Oh, that's okay. We got... I think we got most of the good stuff. Plasma cannon, pulse laser. Yeah, I think we got most of the good stuff. So, it doesn't really matter if we scrap the rest, I don't think. In fact, we probably could just say this is good and, you know, just screw the rest of it, but... Yeah, no core press. I must have hit the core. I don't remember hitting the core. What is that? Ah! Oh, there's a railgun on top. Oh, I want that. Oh, there's thrusters on the bottom still. Alright, we're gonna have to build another core. Because I don't want to, I don't want to actually scrap that if I can keep them. What in the world? That was weird. Okay, let's see here. Core, give me that. Okay. I think before we continue, we should go to sleep. That way we have enough daylight. Alright. Oh, hey, let's heal up a little bit. Yeah, I definitely want those rail guns. Alright, so we don't take... We got 3 thrusters left, or 4 thrusters left, and then we got a railgun. Alright, so how much of this stuff do we... Let's put some of this stuff in the controller over here. That way, empty up space. Yeah, it must have been one of the last things I hit. Alright. So that railgun was on top. Of course. Is that it? Yeah. There we go. Railgun, and then it said we had 4 thrusters. There's a spotlight. There's like 3 on the bottom and 1 on the front. There's the front. Right here, what are these? These are down. Alright, is that all of them? Yeah, that's everything. So we can actually... There's something that uses sathium. Nothing there. Nothing there. I don't know. Maybe it's... oh, you know, it's probably just the hardened plates and stuff. Alright, so that should get us started. Just collect some of this material here to kind of... No. Need anything else? I just want the hardened stuff because the hardened is much more protective than the other stuff. And there's a couple of POIs that I need an actual attack craft for. I mean, I can take out the drone base probably with a with my hover vessels, but the shrines and stuff, I'm definitely gonna have to have a actual attack vessel for. I mean, the Sparrow is fine and all, but it's pretty pretty small. It doesn't really have any cargo space either, so. So I was looking through the actual changelog because there was a small update, and So some of it was the models of the fuel tanks, things like that. One of the things I noticed though in the comments was everyone was saying kind of the same thing I was saying in a previous episode, that they need to balance an update to just balance the actual gameplay, because you honestly don't have to leave the beginning planet in order to actually, you know, get in-game stuff. The loot is really good on any of the POIs. The then you also have the fact that you can actually find a lot of your sathium and a lot of your other resources, and there's just not, I don't know. It's more of a, if you're gonna have a survival game, you need to make it have a little bit of a grind. Not make it impossible, but make it a little bit more, you know, I don't know, survival-ish, I guess. Make it seem like you actually have to work for something, because frankly, the level up system's kind of a joke. You pretty much get everything within the 25 levels with no problem whatsoever. I wouldn't mind seeing something a little bit more like 7 Days to Die, like have all the recipes already unlocked, but you have to like invest into like certain points or something to actually use those recipes. Well, I guess in 7 days it's more. I guess the recipes are locked. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Have the recipes locked, but have it to where you have to invest into certain skills or something in order to, you know, to actually make certain items. Just that's just kind of my thought. I mean, I love this game, but there's definitely some aspects of it that need some fixing. And I mean, there's other games like this, like for example, Space Engineers. It's a great game, but its biggest thing is that it pretty much is a sandbox survival. They call it a survival game, but in reality, people probably play it in a creative mode, because their survival systems aren't that good. You have hydrogen that you have to refill to, and then you have your power on your suit that powers your stuff, your welders and grinders and stuff. But it's just not. It doesn't. For that game, it was survival took the back seat. And I feel like that Empyrion's kind of becoming the same way. I mean, sure, it's got more enemies and POIs and stuff, but those who actually play the game for the survival portion, I mean, they're not playing a very well balanced game, I guess is what I'm saying. Alright, so there is no more small vessel here, except for on the screen. And it's falling in an infinite loop. Okay. Okay. Alright, so basically, okay, we did really well on the hardened stuff. Let's put the components we got in here. Computers, don't need that. Those LCD screens, and a capacitor device. Okay. So we got pretty much everything that we need for a small vessel, I think. So, I'm thinking that for this particular ship, I want to do something that's completely different. And, for the most part, I build mostly, I guess, realistic designs. But I'm thinking about trying something that's like, kind of got a roll bar kind of thing. And so I'm thinking more like a torpedo shape for the body, or the fuselage, and then we can have the little the torpedo, or the we can have a like a not really a roll bar, but like a ring around it, so that it for the defenses. Well, it helps if I grab my starter, doesn't it? Alright. So the starter... Put that there for now. So I did actually start using the sniper rifle. It seems to be okay. I mean, it's not my favorite, but... Alright. We'll take it out 5 blocks this way. And then I want it to be wider. So let's make it 5 on each side. And then, yeah, let's add another shape here. So it's be like 7 on each side. This is going to be an actual kind of bomber kind of thing. This is what I really want to be a something that can be dangerous. So obviously we'll use a regular cockpit, the open cockpit, and see here. Still want it to be 7 out, but I want it to be a little bit different. So there we go. Alright, so let's bring this out another, what did I do, 5? 4, 5, and then another 5, so 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, as you guys can see, this is going to be pretty big. I want this to be, like I said, kind of a heavy, not really a starfighter, but kind of a, like a slope of war, if that makes sense. Like, if you guys know anything about, like, real classed military vessels, a slope of war is a ship that's like a giant speedboat, basically. And it's not considered a true capital vessel. So, a capital vessel would be like something that is a corvette up to a battleship. And slope of wars were oftentimes like the term slope of war is pretty old, so it's like from the like geez, Columbus's day and age all the way up until probably the 1800s, early 1900s. Basically it was just a very large boat, but it was smaller than most, like, I guess capital vessel kind of boats. So that's kind of what this is going to be. Not really a fighter, but a but something similar. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. How do I want to? I want this to kind of. Oh, you know what? It's time to get a little bit creative. Okay. Okay, I am already having troubles. Make sure that is... Yeah, okay. needs to eventually meet this point here. So it'd be... yeah, it would be like this. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I definitely like where this is going, but we're already going to have to change something. So, you know, this is the biggest thing about designing a ship, is trying to make something that looks cool, while being functional at the same time. Now, I am using a lot of Sathium on this. Like, if we were trying to build this early on, we wouldn't be able to build it kind of thing, so I think that would be a this. Yeah, that looks good. And I'm low on food. And all my food is up there, so I guess we'll have to go to the Sparrow and get us some more. Alright guys, I think what we'll do is I'm gonna go up get some food, and then we'll come back next episode and start focusing specifically on our ship here. So, yeah, today's episode was just kind of me getting back from, I guess, being off, I guess? I don't know. Anyway. Alright guys, that's going to do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.